Tuesday! Welcome back, Salt Travelers. So this week we're going to talk about San Jose. San Jose is in the center of the country. It's in the Central Valley. And, you know, people have mixed reviews about San Jose for sure. So I've seen people ask, should I avoid San Jose? And absolutely not. The answer is no. It's a beautiful place. It has a really nice climate. It's kind of spring-like. It gets kind of warm, but it's nothing as near as hot as the beaches. So I just want to summarize San Jose. It has some super beautiful areas. It may not be the focal point of your vacation, and I would not recommend using it as a hub and then traveling to and from every single day. But it is a really pretty place. It's got some really great hotels, great amenities for an arrival and departure place. So we did touch on this when we did San Jose versus Liberia last time, and I just wanted to dive a little deeper. So the San Jose City Center, which actually has some neat stuff to see if you happen to be down there. Central Market in downtown San Jose, if you haven't been to a central market like that where they hang all the herbs and you can see the carniceria, the butcher. They have little restaurants inside that are really authentic and delicious. There's the Museum of Jade, the Museum of Gold. There's the National Museum, which at this moment is free to enter. And there's a really cool butterfly exhibition. It's really neat to walk around this place. These butterflies are just flying around free in this like aviary. And they fly right up to you. You see where they hatch. I highly recommend going, and then you can go walk around the old fortress. And there's bullet holes and stuff in the walls back from when they fought for independence, back before Costa Rica abolished its army. So San Jose. Then you also have surrounding areas, urban areas. Barrio Escalante has become very trendy. There's like really fun bars and restaurants. There's really great Airbnbs in that area. And it's kind of on the edge of downtown San Jose. Then you have a little further away, like towards around Alejuela, which is where the airport is. So if you're flying just in and out, grab a hotel somewhere there or an Airbnb in Alejuela Center. And they also have some fun restaurants and stuff. It's kind of got more of a college town vibe. And then I really like Santana, Lindora, Escazú area. That's kind of the suburbs.
Swept by current, swallowed by a wave. Take heed, they'll say, no, no need to get out. Just stay on a lovely holiday.
There's a beautiful park, La Sabana Park, and around the National Stadium. So you could take a walk. There's like different water features and just see people, locals out having fun, especially on the weekends. Yeah, you can hike in Escazú. I've hiked the mountain area around there. You just look at one of the hiking apps to find the beginning of the trails. Beautiful, amazing views down into the valley. And then you've got little volcanoes that are around the Central Valley. You've got like Turrialba, Poas, Irazu. Those are all a pretty short jaunt. You're still going to end up spending several hours in the car, but you're not going that far. You're just trekking up the mountainside. Do check before you go to whichever one you decide to go to, as some of them suddenly are erupting. Turrialba, last I heard, was erupting. So, and then you also have another city outside of San Jose. If you just happen to want to see some of central Costa Rica, you have Cartago and the cathedral there. That's a place that every year people do a Romeria. So people walk, sometimes even crawl, all the way to this church. Some people start from very, very far-flung places in the country and walk the entire way, usually bringing like a prayer to the Virgin Mary that they could heal something or help them with some situation. But so Cartago is a place of pilgrimage for Catholics. Yeah, so San Jose is such a good place to start, especially if you're going to the Caribbean side. It's just down the hill, a couple hours. It's also a great place if you want to hit up the Central Pacific coast. So you would go down towards Jaco, then you would go to like Manuel Antonio, Capos, then Dominical, then you could go all the way down to the Osa Peninsula, then you could continue further down to Pavones. So that's a fun surf trip. If you're a surfer, you've probably heard of a lot of those places. Like Pavones is one of the longest rideable waves in the world. And then on the other side, on the Osa Peninsula, you have Playa Pondolce, I think it's called, and you have another really long wave when the swell is right. So San Jose is also a great place. If you're moving to Costa Rica, you'll end up spending some time there, undoubtedly, and probably end up liking it as well. You kind of get to put your city pants and your city shoes on, you know, get the salt out of your hair and use a blow dryer, and then go out to dinner and go to the movies or something, which, you know, are just things that are fun to do after you've lived for several years in the jungle. It's a great place to get home furnishings, bed fittings, you know. It's also a great place to go to the Price Mart if you want to buy like a television or bulk food. It's a great place to get nuts and things that can be a little bit expensive. Meats and cheeses are also more inexpensive there. You buy them in bulk. Bring a cooler. If you're taking the ferry or something, you know, you want to pack some ice so that they can last and get back to where you live.
How y'all feel out there?
I'm light years, call me eons.
It's definitely a beautiful place full of friendly, nice people. It's not something you need to be worried about your safety or anything. I would just avoid certain neighborhoods, maybe like anywhere else in the world. But even then, and keep your belongings with you close by. Keep an eye on them if you're like in downtown San Jose, or if you're in a place where it looks like people might be looking to take advantage of people with big bags full of money and cameras and everything. You can kind of understand. Just some common sense, and you'll have a great time in San Jose, in the Central Valley, the suburbs, the Greater Metropolitan Area. Cheers! Talk to you next week.
Hello world, wake me up to another good morning.